Hey guys, welcome to the Bird's Nest. We are heading into week 5 of the NFL 2025 season, and I figured I'd do an injury report. But before I get started, please like, comment, and subscribe for your NFL recaps, news, and gossip. So, when it comes to the NFL, there's going to be a lot of injuries at all times. There's never a time when someone isn't injured on every team. And heading into week 5, the list for each team is pretty long of injuries and of varying degrees, from small injuries that might take you out for 2 or 3 weeks to career-ending injuries. They span the whole spectrum. So, I just wrote down, printed, and hopefully I can see them. I'm gonna have to put my glasses on. Some notable ones. It's a fraction of the whole list across the league, but I'll mention some off the top of my head. Before I put on my glasses. Tyreek Hill. Tyreek Hill has sustained a dislocated knee with several torn ligaments. That is potentially a career-ending injury, and at a minimum, a career-altering injury. And of course, his season is over. Malik Nabers, and Tyreek is with the Cowboys, I believe. Malik Nabers of the New York Giants, also wide receiver for the Giants, has sustained a season-ending injury. On my little list, I can't. Okay, I'm putting my glasses on. My Panthers, wide receiver Xavier Legette, I think that's how you pronounce it. I'm always confused about how to pronounce his name. He's got a hamstring. He's expected back by October 5th. The Ravens, of course, have Lamar Jackson also out with a hamstring. And also expected back October 5th. By October 5th. It could be before then. It could be a week after. But around October 5th. The Bengals, we all know, Joe Burrow with the turf toe. Out for 3 months roughly. Expected back around December 14th. Running into traffic early. The Browns have several notable injuries. Deshaun Watson, of course, with the Achilles. That was like a re-injured Achilles. But expected back around October 12th. That's soon. That's less than a month away. Martin Emerson, I think he's a cornerback, and for the Browns, and he sustained a season-ending injury, Achilles injury, before the season even started. I believe he was injured in training camp. Cedric Tillman, wide receiver. The report that I looked at did not have Cedric's injury listed, but he's expected back around November 9th. The Cowboys, wide receiver CeeDee Lamb, out until about October 12th. I don't know what his injury is, so if he's expected back by October the 12th, not too bad. I already mentioned the tragic injury of Tyreek Hill. The Vikings quarterback, J.J. McCarthy, expected back October 5th. The Steelers have wide receiver Calvin Austin out with a shoulder injury, expected back by the 12th. And then some of these, you don't know their status or not. They have an injury, but that doesn't mean they're not going to play. Like Jaden Daniels. They've been talking about his knee. I mentioned it myself. I think 2 weeks ago. They've been talking about his knee. So they're still talking about his knee. And if he's out, expected back by October 5th. They're calling him questionable. So that's the injury report for this week. You know, big players that are injured, and that will just go on and on. That list will grow. People will come off. People will go on as the season goes on. Football is a brutal sport. Just wanted to give you guys an update. And thank you for watching. Again, please like, comment, and subscribe. Mwah.